Hi everyone. Today we are going to see about explainable artificial intelligence, that is called as an XAI. This is sometimes called as an white box model or transparent model or transparent intelligence. This model helps the user or helps the human to know why AI model made a particular decision rather than simply knowing how the result applied or obtained. So any artificial intelligence model or AI model predicts some output, right? So we know the exact output, but we don't know how it predicts and what basis we obtain that particular result. In order to know on what basis and why the reason, what made the machine to make this type of prediction, that can be explained in explainable artificial intelligence. So upon learning this, you can able to explain what is explainable AI and why we need XAI, and the difference between the black box and white box model, and next the types of XAI and some of the applications and the challenges involved in your explainable artificial intelligence. So we all know that artificial intelligence enables a computer to perform tasks required by the human intelligence. So all the AI models, we know that it can be used in chatbots, automation system, agriculture, smart city, drones. All these applications, entire application in this world are using artificial intelligence. Next one is a explainable AI. So explainable AI makes AI decision understandable to the human beings. For example, whether the person can able to get the loan or not based on the given data set. So the bank officer says that using the model AI, he says that the loan is rejected. Without the customer knows the reason why it is rejected, it is very difficult for the human. So in order to overcome that, this explainable artificial intelligence helps us. Here it says the loan is rejected due to the reason because of the low income or the credit scores is poor, existing loans are high. So it makes the human to understand the reason why he was rejected by the loan, so that he can carefully apply for the next time. So it is a trustworthy, right? So then conventional model AI, we say that it is a black box model, whereas in explainable AI we say that it is a transparent model, because we know the reason, exact reason what and why we obtain this particular, why our loan is rejected, or why our prediction, why the machine makes the predictions. So why explainable AI is very important. Let us consider an example. So you are going to the doctor A, and the doctor for some reason he says that take this medicine without any explanation, no reason. It is very hard to trust, right? Whereas in the doctor B says that due to the blood pressure is very high, you need to take this type of medicine. This reason is valid for you and it is trustworthy. So you may go better trust the doctor B. Similarly, so there is an AI, there is an explainable AI. So we move on to the explainable AI. The same applies to the AI. So AI builds the trust. Explainable AI builds the trust, transparency, and better decision making. Why do we need XAI? See, for example, in health diagnosis, AI predicts that it is a cancer. The doctor does not know the reason. Then it is very difficult for us, right? Then for the loan prediction, already we have seen the same examples. For example, in the cyber security, where the intruder detection mechanism detect that the particular system is of malware. So cyber security analyst doesn't know the reason why this system makes the decision it is a malware. So this is very hard for us to make any decisions. To overcome this, we are moving on to explainable artificial intelligence. So here see, this is the problems that occur without using explainable artificial intelligence. In the without explainable artificial intelligence, this is simply called as an AI. There is no transparency, no trust, no accountability. It is very difficult for the debugging also and legal issues. So what is a transparency? The user cannot understand how and why the decision was made. That is called as transparency. No trust, because the people lost the confidence, because without knowing the reason the doctor giving the medicine to you, then it is very difficult for you to trust him, right? So similarly, no accountability, no one can be held responsible for the wrong decisions, right? Next one, if the machine makes a wrong decision and the doctor predicts that it is a correct way, and he prescribes the medicines and we are following it without any reason, then it is not accountable, right, for the doctor. Next, it is very difficult, hard to find the error or fix the issues in this model. Legal issues. Here, unexplained decisions can be lead to the legal or ethical complaints. So, in short, without explainable artificial intelligence, AI is very opaque and risky, right? So, we are moving on to explainable artificial intelligence. So, the difference between black box as white box model. As we are already seen that black box model is very difficult to understand. Natural neural networks, all the neural network models comes under the black box models and random forest algorithm. Even though it provides high accuracy, it is very difficult to explain why the model makes the particular predictions. Next one is a white box model. It is very easy to understand. For example, here we can consider the decision tree, and each and every branches, you know why the each and every branches are made, right? Linear regression. Then it is very easy to interpret and easy to explain. This is the reason why I have moved forward the data in the left branch or the right branch. So it is traceable, right? The logic is very traceable in white box AI. Next one is the characteristics of XAI. We used to call it as 4 pillars of uh, responsible or explainable AI. First one is the fairness. Next one is the transparency and accountability and safety and reliability. All these things are the 4 pillars of your XAI. Next one is types of explainability AI. There are mainly, it is categorized into 2 ways. One is on global, another one is a local. In global, you can see here the decision tree makes some decision for the all the groups rather than for this one specific one. Here in the local artificial intelligence or local model, it predicts for each and every individual for a individual or each and every instance. Why? What is the reason behind? For example, if age is greater than 50 and ABP is greater than 50, then it is true. So the local is for one each and every prediction, whereas in global it is applied to all this. Next one is in wider area, we can able to categorize into more specific model and more agnostic model. So some of the algorithms can be used in more specific model. Another one is used in more agnostic model, the model that can be applied to all the existing machine learning model to find out or explanatory issues and why the model predicts in that way. So it can be applied for all. So these are the types. The first one is a transparent method. So we have already seen many of the machine learning algorithms like linear regression, logistic regression, rule-based, k-near, rest, decision tree. All these uses some rule-based algorithms or machine learning or rule-based or mathematical models or branching in the system for the decision-making systems. All they are transparent. You know to know from the root to the leaf node why it does and what it happens. So another one is a post-hack method. What we are going to see now is that is called post-hack method, which means your model predicts everything. After that, we are going to apply model agnostic or model specific. These are the some of the algorithms we used to apply on our already predicted data to find the reason or what is the cause of this prediction. So for example, model agnostic are shape line or some of the example. Model specifics are rule based learners on logical explanations and feature relevance examples. So this is what the explainable AI works. For example, here we know that every AI model works on the training data. We have a data set that we call it as a training data set. where we are splitting into training data and testing data. Based on that, training data is applied to our machine learning model, and this model predicts your output. So the end user does not know the reason why the model predict in this way, even though the machine learns the relationship by itself, but the end user may not know the reason or the exact cause of the prediction. So in order to overcome this, we are going into explainable AI. Here we have a training data, as well as here white box machine learning is also there, and black box machine learning algorithm is also there. In black box machine learning algorithm, similar to what we have seen already, same way the machine predicts your output, and it is sent to a white box machine learning model like lime or sharp is applied on it, and based on that inference, all these inference are stored in the explanation, and the user may know, after reading that inference, he may get to know the reason for obtaining your predictions. So these are some of the advantages and the challenges. So the advantages are transparency, trust, fairness, and easier to debug and better. So the challenges are computational cost, and if the model is too complex, then it is very difficult, and approximate explanation, accuracy versus interoperability. These are some of the challenges that are available in your explainable AI. So finally, explainable AI improves your transparency. It says how or why the model predicts the particular decision, rather than simply showing that this is the outcome. For example, the customer is going and approaching the bank for your loan approval. He may be rejected. He does not know the reason why the bank has been rejected. If suppose if the bank gives a detailed description, like your civil score is very less, your income is very less, and you are obtained too much of amount of the loan, then he may next time while approaching for the loan, he may minimize the amount of loan approval, or he may try to increase his civil score, or he may try to reduce his EMI paying system, right? So this will be helpful for the human. So it increases the trust, and line and shape are the most popular explanation AI techniques. So XAI is essential in healthcare, financial, and cyber nets, because we need to know the reason why the model predicts, right? Thank you. If you have any doubt, you please post the query. I can explain. Thank you.